YouTube. Then 3, 2, 1. Terry, you got it.
Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Coffee Thoughts. This is the time where Fran and I talk about different subjects and interview guests.
So stand by. The live feed stopped on
YouTube?
On Facebook. YouTube is fine.
I know. There's been a lot of interruption. I think they're probably trying to fix the wonderfulness that's going on right now.
Yeah, so we're going to do a take 2. I don't understand what the deal was. I mean, make sure I'm in my, I'm on the right the right internet feed, but the video just stopped. So we're trying this again.
Okay.
It just stopped completely. So TJ had a problem last week too.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this again. And three, 2, and 1. It's on you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today is Coffee Thoughts, and I'm joined by my co-host, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover-Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. This morning, we're going to be interviewing Miss Christy Iwuchukwu. I can't say it again.
Iwuchukwu,
aka Lady Christy. Lady Christy teaches our new and aspiring entrepreneurs to express their truth and emerge with confidence. So she'll be joining us shortly. And while we're waiting, we're going to have a few coffee thoughts. Hey, Fran, what's up?
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
What's in your mind this morning?
Hey, Jewel. Jewel is joining us live over there on Facebook. Good to see you. And like we said, this is the take 2 of this particular thing.
Yes, the beautiful Lady Christy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good morning.
Okay.
Christy, can you say something for me, please?
Okay. Your mic's not on.
Yeah, your mic is not on. Let me make sure.
She's not muted.
No, she's not. So, are you okay? Anyway, then we have Terrell watching us live as well. Terrell, how are you doing? Christy, I need you to check your audio. Make sure, hey Lakeisha, make sure that you are on. If you're on your Mac, you should be have no microphones plugged into it. Unplug it and talk through to directly into your Mac. Because I have no audio at all. And then check your Zoom to make sure Zoom has picked up your audio too. And if you have to go out and come back in, sometimes Zoom will ask you did
for permission to use your mic.
Yeah, because Zoom may need to reestablish position for your mic. So while that is being done, how are you ladies today? Jewel, good to see you over there, and Terrell and Lakeisha. How's your Monday going? Today I was working on my podcast, and I was talking about our purpose. You know, it is time out for not having being on the purpose that you're called to. It's time out for not being, what you're supposed to be. And a lot of times we think that we can just do whatever we want. Not so. You've been called with a particular purpose. You've been called for your genius to be expressed here on the planet. And if you've been called with genius to be expressed here on the planet, but you're selling shoes, then your purpose is being wasted.
Okay.
And I got an epiphany, revelation, aha moment, all of the above. If you are out of position, okay, in the military, let's just do it this way. If you're in the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your assignment is to be on guard duty at 12th and K, right? Your position is to be at 12th and K. But if you're all the way over at the fairgrounds, you're out of position. Or if you're at home, sleep, you're AWOL. Now, the government takes care of you. They provide you training. They provide you food. They provide your clothing. They provide everything for you when you are in position. But if you're AWOL, there is no provision.
Okay.
I was like, wait. So if we are not on the assignment that we are called to be on, and if we're on a struggle bus, maybe we need to look at, are we on the right bus?
Okay.
Are we on the right place, in the right positioning for what we're supposed to do? Are we where we are supposed to be?
Okay.
Christy, can you say something? Still can't hear you.
Okay, let's see. Is it her internal mic?
It could be. Let's see. I was going to tell her the lighting was fine. So your lighting looks good. Your picture looks really beautiful. I think, let's see, go to your settings, your system preferences, which would be the little gray gearbox. And so we're taking a teachable moment here. Go to the gray gearbox and see what your mic input is saying. Look for sound.
Good morning, Jewel. We're so glad you joined us this morning.
Yeah, Miss Jewel's in the house.
Tuning in. Guys, you know that this is what we do. We help people with their social media. So just pay attention. You might need this someday.
Right. So when you get to give me, I still can't hear you. Use the chat if you can, Christy, on Facebook, or you can just tell me with your fingers, what is the setting on your audio, internal audio? It should have sound, and then there should be like your internal microphone. What is it set for?
Hey, Pat.
You won't be able to talk, but you can just tell me, is it at 100%? And you can say yes or no. Is your internal mic at 100%?
Does she know for her eyes to go?
Yeah, I think so. So you should be in your preferences, which is the gray toolbox signal.
Oh, can you talk to her on the phone?
Oh yeah, I can call her, huh?
Yeah, call her.
Oh, there's a thought. Okay, Christy, I'm gonna call you, and then
and you can mute yourselves.
Okay, there, yeah. So Terry, you take on the conversation, but I thought that I'm serious. That if you're out of position, why should you get paid?
Okay. So here's the deal, guys. I was thinking about this. You want to mute yourself, friend? Okay. And mute Christy. Let's see. Okay. So here we go. The conversation's like this. When you're on assignment, you need to stay on that assignment. But the first thing you need to know is, are you clear about your assignment? So Francine was using the analogy, guys, of
Christy,
a soldier. When a soldier
No, you
reports
don't
for
need to log
duty,
out. I need
he's
you
given
to
orders.
look at your laptop.
He opens those orders. And the thing I love about it is he really doesn't necessarily share the orders with civilians.
You're on your Mac, right?
He doesn't get to call home and say, you know what, I got to go over here and do this, that, and other
box
during the course of war. When you're in a battle, you're not allowed to share your orders with non-military people. When you're on assignment, you have a mission. In business, often that vision is so great that you must break it down into small missions.
I need you to go into your...
And you can't always share your mission. Have you ever experienced, let me ask you this, guys. Have you ever experienced sharing your dream or your quote-unquote mission with someone and they start to kill the dream? If so, put a 1 in the chat. If you ever had anybody try to step on your dream, the minute you say, oh, I want to open a business selling toys, or I want to open a business selling clothes, or I want to open a business helping people fill out certain forms. And the first thing you know, here come the what? The dream killers. So I call it the Joseph experience. Remember, he started telling his brothers in the Bible, Joseph started telling his brothers all about how they were going to be, bowing down to him and how he was going to be so great and la-di-da-di-da. And the next thing you know, he ends up in a pit and sold into slavery. Girl, you can't share your dream with everybody. Oh, I'm so happy you guys connected this morning. So if you've ever had a dream killer, what I call it, a dream killer experience, put a 1 in the chat. Oh, my goodness. Mm-hmm. Hi, Janice. How you doing this morning? Thank you for joining us. We were talking about how if you're out of position, then you're not on your mission. Oh, I like that. I always like things that rhyme. So, for instance, if your business, good morning. Hi, Karen. How you doing? And Nora, thank you for joining us. We're talking about what happens when you're out of position. And Francine was working with the analogy of a soldier. I'm real good, Jen. Of a soldier being out of position. If his assignment is to guard, Jill, you've had that experience? If his assignment is to guard a certain area and he is not there, then he's not on his mission. And when you're not on your mission, somebody is going to go lacking. So it's the same way in business. If your business revolves around, let's say, for instance, providing toys, like Pat makes custom-made toys. She's in the chat with us. Or your assignment is, I don't know. Janice also does PA work. She's a personal assistant, and she works with networking. So if your objective, your mission, your assignment is to do those things, if you don't do those things, then your customer doesn't get what they need. Also, sometimes you can't always share your assignment with the people even closest to you because they begin to kill the dream. I know when I started my clothing business, I didn't even tell my family until I had successfully completed the assignment of providing those clothes and having those clothes purchased, worn, and it was rolling with a certain rhythm. Because then I had the confidence that if the dream killer showed up, I could withstand the conversation because reality had already told me that this was a viable business. And so we gave the analogy of Joseph and his coat of many colors, how his brothers got upset when he started sharing how big his vision was for his future and how they were all going to be subject to him. So maybe we need to tap it down a little bit, people. Because when you get a vision, it is big, and then you're breaking it down into smaller missions. So I was asking the question, has anyone ever tried to kill your dream? And if so, I asked you to put a 1 in the chat. Jewel shared. She said yes. She got a 1 up in here. Yeah. So our message today is, don't get out of position. Hold on to your dream and protect it from dream killers. So now my question to you is, how did you survive the dream killers? So if you'd like to share that in the chat, I would really appreciate it. One of the ways I protected myself from the dream killers was to be careful. I was very careful who I shared my dream with. And B, I made sure I had birthed out the dream successfully before I shared it with people who have an impact on my life. People that I respect, people that I care about their opinions. I tapped that down with them, because if they had stepped on a dream, I probably never would have started the mission. I probably would have bought into the Janice got several ones right here. Yeah, dream killers can really be, they can be frightening. Exactly correct. I learned to keep my big mouth shut, Janice. Yes, sometimes you have to protect the dream with your mouth. I've even had people share with me, when you're out of position, you're not on your mission. Exactly. That's correct, Nora. Hey, Marlise, how you doing? Welcome to the conversation. Linus, welcome to the conversation. We are talking about being out of position. In other words, letting someone talk you out of your dream so that you're not fulfilling your purpose and your mission. So once you have that conversation and you allow it to marinate, I'm talking about a negative conversation about your dream, then it begins to grow and grow like a big monster. Next thing you know, you're defeated before you even start. So make sure that you are cautious about who you share your mission with. Make sure they're in the fight with you. And so a few dreams were killed. Oh, Janice, I'm sorry to hear that. Been there, no longer doing that. Yes, Linus. Yes, we have to unlearn some stuff because we're so excited. It's like, oh, I'm starting this great business and I'm going to be doing this and we're going here and we're doing that. And then the naysayers, the dream killers, start kicking in and working on this. And, success starts in the mind. You have to have a vision for success. You have to see yourself being great at this thing that you do. In other words, you have to pump yourself up mentally, even if no one else will. So Janice says, but the dreams that lived were because I shut out the negative people, worked hard, and moved forward. Hi, Angela. How you doing? Angela runs a great shared workspace here in the Sacramento regional area over in Rancho Cordova, and it's just a fabulous space. Guys, if you haven't seen it, you need to go over to Angela's website, follow her on Facebook, and you'll be able to see some of the pictures of the space. She's building a great community over there, and if you're a cricket fan, cricket is a what would you say? It's a vinyl or paper cutter, and she has classes going on over there. Anyway, go check her out. Hey, Charlene, how you doing this morning? It is so good to see you. See, Lena says she'd love to visit your space. Angela, you two need to connect. If you can, put put the information in the chat, a link so that she can connect with you, or you guys can connect on Messenger. Okay? You know something? That's one of the things we love to do on this program is connect people so that they can do business better. And this is part of the mission. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Angela. So if you are in the Sacramento area, you can check out this shared workspace. She's got conference rooms, great spaces for meetups and things of that nature, or small, what would you call them? If you're going to do a workshop, they're great. She's got great rooms for that. So I highly recommend the Workflow Lounge. Thank you. You're welcome, Angela. You know we love you. Okay, so guys, we're talking about the mission. So when you're a soldier, we were saying you can't always share your orders with everyone. I remember as a child, my dad was in the Air Force for 22 years, and we never knew where he was going to be until he got there and let us know during the war. He never shared his orders. We might get a letter months later saying, I am done, but then he'd be somewhere else by then. So the mission was always kept close to the heart. It was always guarded, and it was only shared with other soldiers, other people who were germane to the mission. And you hear this in corporate America a lot. It's on a need-to-know basis. Okay? So you have to figure out who really needs to know what your mission, your purpose, and assignment are until you are actually working that vision successfully so that you can protect your heart while you're birthing out what you're birthing out. Does that make sense? If it does, just give me a thumbs up so I know that we're on track here. I'm looking back here and I'm saying, find a dream carrier who will hold your dreams and celebrate with you when you have a successful, looks like event. It says see more. Yeah, I agree, Lennis. You need to help. You need to have people on your team who are supportive. The thing I like about Francine and I are that she is the coach and I'm the cheerleader. I'm like, we can do this thing. This is going to happen because we believe in you. So you need a cheerleader and a coach. You need a cheerleader and a coach. So I highly recommend that when you're on a mission, that you make sure that you have that cheerleader and coach. Our guest today was Lady Christy from Rock Your Brilliance. We were unable to get her mic working, so they're working on that in the background. If we get her mic working, we'll try to give her that time. But right now, we're getting ready to sign off. We want to remind you that we have some events coming up with Biz Chicks. We have several workshops. We're launching our Like a Pro series. And in that series, this Saturday, we're going to be talking about Sell Like a Pro. SELL, like a pro. Some of you probably got a text message from us telling you that it's this Saturday from 12 to 2 at the Cap City offices. And if you'd like to attend, we have a limited amount of space because, you know, we like to give individual attention. You can sign up over there on Eventbrite. I'm sorry, they just came into the window and it just sort of threw me off a little bit. So I'm suggesting that you go check out the series. We're going to have podcasts like a pro. You need to sign up for that in advance because the seating is very limited. And also we're going to have, hear me? I can hear you, Francine. And we're still testing for our guest. But so we're going to have, Present Like a Pro, where we'll be teaching you how to do successful slides that have impact that will provide stunning graphics and just help you connect with your audience in a way where they are listening to you and not trying to take pictures of your slides.
Okay, Christy, say something.
Christy?
Yes.
I can hear everybody.
Yay.
I can hear everyone. Yes, we have success.
Woo-hoo.
So for those of you who are able to stay with us, we're going to have an interview with Lady Christy. And she from Rock Your Brilliance. But I want to thank you. We had a great conversation. We have a great conversation going over here about missions. Good morning, Alfredo. And we have Angela Moore in here from the Workflow Lounge. We've got Linus Woods. Charlene Johnson was able to take a moment and watch. Thank you, Charlene. And we have Janice Jordan, Nora Jackson, Jewel Holloway. So we got quite a little audience here, and we want to get started interviewing our guests. So if you can hang in there, guys, we want to talk to Lady Christy. How you doing, Lady Christy?
Hi, how are you? How is everybody? And thank you guys for the patience. You know, sometimes things happen. I appreciate your patience and for the patience of the audience. Thanks.
That's the beauty of going live.
Yes, it is.
So today we're interviewing Lady Christy. She's here to help you build your confidence and tell your truth and emerge with confidence. And so we're going to have her tell us a little bit about what I want you to describe yourself and what you do briefly. Could you do that for us, Christy?
Awesome. Thank you for the opportunity. Well, like Carolina said, my name is Christy Iwuchukwu, also known as Lady Christy. And I help women really dive deep into being able to express who they are so that they can tell their stories with confidence. Just tell your story with confidence, because I believe that everyone should be able to tell their stories. But oftentimes, we're not able to tell our story because we are so busy trying to tell our story like someone else. You can never be someone else. All you can do is be yourself, because no one can tell your story better than you can.
Okay, so my question is, can you tell us briefly what your story is about, how you got started?
Well, I got started because, you know, I was that person. I would keep giving excuses of why language is my issue. The fact that I have English as a second language, but we know for a fact there's so many people that have English as a second language, and they are out to do amazing things. Mm-hmm. So oftentimes I find that it's not the language, it really is the mindset. It is the mindset of, what would I say? Who will hear me? Or would I say the way it's supposed to be said? And that's why, for the most part, people get stuck up. Like, is it going to be okay if I say it my way? And that is my story. My story is really being able, I was that person in a room. If you knew me years ago, I will be in a room with hundreds of people and not being able to share anything, because immediately I open my mouth, I'll be thinking that somebody else will be asking me, where are you from? Who are you? Or they couldn't hear me at all. And so that made me shrink my shine, where I wasn't able to make a lot of friends because of it. And having overcame that, and the process that I went through, the process of being able to develop myself, because I found out it's really all about the mindset. That's right. It's all about the mindset. It's not so much about what people are telling you. It's so much about what you are telling yourself. I then learned to cultivate telling my story. Comfortable, going to workshops, reading books, joining Toastmasters International, which is, by the way, a great organization to join. And having done all that got me where I am today. And that's why that I know that other people are going through the same thing. That's why I do what I do.
Oh, okay. I like the fact that you know why you do what you do. What was the biggest challenge that you faced getting started?
I think the biggest challenge that I faced getting started is taking off the heart of being a career woman. Going from employee to a business person, that mindset is tough on its own. Because as an employee, you got the procedure. You told when to come in. You told when to go home. You told when to do every single thing. You get the manual once you are hired. So everything is in the manual. You have to do exactly what the manual says. It's like a prescription. You've gone to the hospital, they gave you a prescription. You know exactly what that prescription is to do and the result to get out of that prescription. Now, coming from there and getting into being an entrepreneur, where you have to decide when to have your own schedule. And sometimes people think it's that easy, and it's not that easy because the tendency is for me to fall back to what I know. So that was one of the challenges that I had coming up to be an entrepreneur.
Okay, so I'm going to chime in here. I heard something just now. She had a manual that they gave her, or you had a manual that they gave you when you came into the job. Most of us got the employee handbook, right? But how many of us have an employee handbook for our business?
Right.
Well, I think the issue is too, when we have challenges in our business, we don't write down how to handle those challenges because that's how the book is developed. I need a policy for that. Oh, I need a process for that. And as you work through these processes, we just sort of work through the processes, but we don't keep a record. And that's how you sort of put your book together, your procedure manual, because now you know what you need. Oh, I didn't foresee that.
And if you really are going to be a business and not just a hobby, once you assemble all those processes, now you have something to hand off to the people that you're going to a VA, something to hand off to a person that's coming on board to help you. You can say, here's how we handle that. This is our policy for this. Do you have a policy if somebody is rude to you online? It's only you right now. You're the only one wearing that hat. But do you have a policy for that?
Exactly. So, Lady Christy, can I ask you this? If you could share one tip with our audience, what would it be? What's the biggest tip you'd give them?
I think the biggest tips that I can give them is be willing to be flexible. That's right. Willing to be flexible, because oftentimes we are really in our own way. And I say standing in our own shadow. Because oftentimes you may have an idea how you think this has to be done. However, you have to know that if you're stepping into a new direction, that it may not necessarily work the way you think it should work. So the key is being flexible and being able to step out. Try it. If it doesn't work out, try it again. Having that mindset of, if it doesn't work, I'm willing, I'm flexible to try it again.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So, Lady Christy, what is your favorite charity or cause?
My favorite charity or cause is really, it is the elderly, helping out the elderly. And I believe it or not, I still sometimes go to the nursing home to say hello. Because oftentimes, these people are at the stage in their life when they don't have anybody else to say hello. And just being that person, just to bring a smile on their face, makes a big difference. And that's something that I grew up, and I think I talked about it before. Growing up, that's one of the duties that I had. Going to the elderly and helping them with their chores, and it hasn't left me.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Okay, I have a question. Okay, Lady Christy, what was your best day ever?
Wow, there's so many best days ever. But for me at this point, I think that my best day ever really will be launching. I was a part of a compilation book called Igniting Your Vision. And you know, when you have that feeling that you're not able to do something and eventually you're able to do it. So writing that book compilation, Igniting Your Vision, I think is one of my greatest moments that I can finally do it. Are you serious? I am now a published author.
Wow, nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, okay, so I'm going to ask the question: what was your best day ever? If you had to pick one, what was your best day ever?
I think we just asked her that.
Did we? I think we just asked her what was her favorite charity or cause.
No.
You asked what was her best day ever?
Uh-huh.
So what did I miss? Say it again.
She said, yeah.
Oh, when you did your book.
Right.
Okay, all right. So what was the one thing in your purse that you just can't do without?
My cell phone.
Me too.
My cell phone, because everything is in that cell phone. My cell phone is a little computer. So I had to say my cell phone. You know, it keeps the time, it keeps my appointment, it keeps everything going to Facebook and just everything, my contact, it has to be my cell phone.
Okay. And so now my question is, where can we find you online?
You can find me online if you go to Rock Your Brilliance on Facebook, Rock Your Brilliance on Twitter, Rock Brilliance on YouTube, Rock Your Brilliance, and on Instagram also Rock Your Brilliance. And that's where you can find me. And as a matter of fact, you can find me because at this time I am promoting the conference that I have coming on October 20th. That's right, on October 20th here in Sacramento, California. I have a fabulous conference coming on. I have 3 great speakers that are going to be coming to join me for that conference. All the way from Texas is Tanya Huffman, the Public Speaker Association's founder. And I have Jennifer Dunham, and some of you may know Jennifer from Sacramento area. And she's really going, for those of you that know her, you know her for a profitable lifestyle movement. And she's going to come and really shake the room with her knowledge and her expertise. And I also have, coming all the way from Arizona, the Mindset and Money Mastery, the queen of the Mindset and Money Mastery, Dr. Marianne Afua is also going to be there to share with us on how you can have a profitable lifestyle also using the Mindset and Money Mastery tool.
Wow, very good, very good.
Yeah, we're all about having a profitable business that's fun to run. Okay.
Yep. Now, Christy, we just want to thank you for taking the time to come and stick through the challenge. I want to say to you all, because we had some technical difficulties, but Christy stuck with it. She didn't, like, oh my God. No, she did thought, the thought was that I'm wasting your time. And I told her, no, you're not wasting your time. This is a learning experience. We are live. Stuff happens all the time. Somebody kicks the plug and now we got to reboot the system and all of that. This is live. Welcome to the real world, Neo. This is live. And so you have to work through the challenge so you'll know how to do it the next time. You'll know exactly what to look for. But if you run away from it, you won't. So Christy stuck in there. She could have said, forget it. I'm not going to do it.
Jewel Holloway asked us to spell out where we can find her.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, because she says she's not sure what we said. Okay.
And I also have a link. That's one thing I forgot. I also have a link for people to register for the conference. And what I'm going to do, because I am on your show, because you guys are great today. If you are able to register for this conference today only, I have you bring a friend as well.
Oh, so you get a 2-for-1?
Only 25. $25 and you get to have your lunch as well.
Wow.
You get that. But if you register today and today only, then say that you heard from this chick, you get to bring a friend as well for just $25.
Wow, you all better get on that. And because I know seating is limited in the facilities that is being used. So if you want to go, $25 for two of you and lunch, really.
Did you hear that, Laverne? There's a conference going on. The price is $25, and today only. And if you bring a friend, because Laverne just got on, you both can come for $25, and it includes lunch. Shut up. So, so where did
I think we need to go
Christy?
get some tickets. I think I need to go. Do you want us to go to?
I put the link on the chat.
Okay.
Okay, and do you put it in the Zoom chat or did you put it? Oh yeah, I see it. I'm going to move it over to the
to the Facebook chat.
I'll put it in the Facebook chat, and let's see.
And if they have any problem registering two people, just let me know, please. Inbox me, and I'll make sure the other person gets in.
Okay. Now, can you beat that? Aren't you glad you tuned in? Aren't you glad you hung in there with us today?
Okay, so I put that over there.
From all over the country. She's flying in a guest from Texas, who is the president of the Women's Speakers Association. Did I get that right?
Public Speakers Association.
Public Speakers Association. Wow.
And I think the conference is going to be really, really beneficial for you. So, two people, $25, includes lunch.
Register today.
Just for today.
And you can reach out to Christy on Facebook. You can direct message her. You can send her a message on Messenger. We learned how to do that on Friday. You use your messenger for your business people. Just gonna throw that in there. And bring a friend. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, Terry, I think we need to sign up. Okay.
I think so too. So you guys better hurry up because we get.
and there'll be two more seats gone.
Okay.
Okay. So anything else you want to talk about, Terry?
Is there something else you want to share, Christy?
I just want to say thank you all. Thank you for really accommodating me this morning with all the technical difficulties, and your guests and your audience also having the patience to stay there until we got here.
Hanging in here with us.
And I just want to say to everyone that is watching, this is going to be a fabulous conference. It's a conference that not only just you're going to be able to network with other women and get to know people, because sometimes it's not all about what you know. It's about getting involved and getting to know other people as well. So
thank you, Christy, because we're all about people helping people in our business and service first. So guys, we were just talking about staying on your mission, sharing your mission with the right people. You don't, when you're a soldier, you can't be sharing your orders with everybody. It stays within the military.
Or it's called treason.
They learn about it after the mission is completed. Come on out, come on out and network with some fabulous ladies who are like-minded. So with that, we want to remind you that our Like a Pro series is coming up here at Biz Chicks, because we're trainers. So we're offering several workshops: Sell Like a Pro, Present Like a Pro, Podcast Like a Pro. And I can't think of the other two.
Plan like a pro and go live like
that's right.
And go live like a pro.
Mm-hmm. And what was the last one, Fred?
Go live like a pro.
Go live like a pro. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can check out our series over on Eventbrite, over on our Facebook page.
And on our website.
And on our website, they're listed under How We Help. Our workshops are there. So remember, we're at bizchicks.net on our website. If you're looking for us live, it's bizchicks.live. And you can find us all over social media. So with that, we want to remind you Is there anything you want to share before I go, Fran?
No, I think we've covered everything. Thank you. I do want to say thank you to everybody watching live and on the replay. We appreciate you. And we just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You could have been anywhere else this time of morning, but you're hanging out with us, and we do appreciate it.
So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for hanging in. Thank you, Christy, for working with us. Francine, as always, our diva genius over here in technology, keeping us moving. Guys, you can even listen to us in your car on your podcast or on Spotify, Apple, etc. So Anchor, just look for Biz Chicks. Guys, don't forget to go to the front of your own line.
Oh, and next week, Gail Guest Brown will be our guest on next Monday. Week. Next Monday. Yes.
Next Monday, we'll be talking to Gail Guest Brown. So have a great day, guys.
All righty.
Bye, everybody.
Don't forget to go to the front of your own line. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Stay tuned. Stay still.